Good morning. It's Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing, and it's Facebook Live, and Rachel's back with
Hi,
me. You
good.
guys get
Happy
this
weekend.
2 times a month, just 2 times a month. So we have a giveaway.
We have a giveaway today. So if you share our Facebook Live, you get the Fall 2023 edition of, you can get entered to win the Fall 2023 edition of Threads magazine. This is all about jackets and how to make those little embellishments to your jacket patterns. They have this great section on, they call it a welted pocket. I don't even know what that is, but it has like a nice little tab on it. They have a little section on how to add feather trim to your collars to make it really special. And on top of that, we also have this adorable, can you get that, Dave? This adorable little keychain. Look how cute that is.
So you can have your own sewing machine keychain.
Your own sewing machine keychain and your Threads magazine, which, you know, Threads is just full of awesome patterns, ideas, suggestions, articles, anything that you need. All you have to do to get entered in for that drawing is you have to share our Facebook Live. All you have to do is hit that share button. There it is. They have the feather boa trims.
Okay. I'm not sure how many of us are going to do this, but it is really fun.
It's really fun.
And I happen to know Ellen Miller.
Oh.
She's been a member of the Association of Sewing Design Professionals for a long time. I got to meet her. I own one of her books. If you ever want to get a really cool book on embellishments, look up Ellen. It is Ellen W. Miller, and put in couture embellishments, and you are going to see the coolest book. It is a wonderful tabletop edition kind of book. So I want to give that plug out there for my friend. She is a very talented lady. She's very familiar with a lot of the really high-end couture techniques that happen. And I love stuff like that because it's just always so interesting. Unfortunately, for us to try to buy those kind of books is really hard. But you know what? You have the wonderful Googleometer, and you can handle this. So go and take a look online. I'm sure you can find it.
But speaking of embellishments, this is what you can do when you make your own clothing, is you can add fun little details like the things that Margaret's going to show you right now.
Right.
That make it totally unique.
Yes. And if you were wondering about what we're talking about, well, we have the CNT patterns, and there's a number of jacket patterns in there. And I love her patterns. They're just wonderful. And these patterns have, a lot of times they're not lined, so it's really simple to do. And if you go online, I think we have right now 10 or 12 of her patterns. They're really quite good. They don't need a lot of adjusting. They are sized a little bit large, so just be aware of that. They're sized to be generous. So if you make something, definitely do mock-up, but we've got lots of them. The Step Ahead jacket, this one, I just found out this morning we just sold out of them. So I'm going to be ordering more. Don't worry, they'll be ordered. If you want us to save you one, I'm happy to do that. But this is the coat. Now, I will tell you, I lengthened it 4 inches. It was a little bit of a shorter jacket, more like a car coat, and that is fine, but I wanted more of a winter coat. I loved the style of it. I loved the lines, and I just lengthened it. So
this is my favorite coat in our shop. I think that it's so gorgeous.
We used a
handsome,
very gorgeous contrasting wool. No, I don't have these fabrics still, guys. Once I show something like this, they tend to go really, really fast. But we're going to show you some really gorgeous wools that we just got in. But I want to make sure that what we do. Now, this one, I did add a lining. I know I told you they aren't usually lined. This one isn't lined as she's got it. But all I did was go ahead and add a lining to it. It's really quite wonderful. It is a great jacket. And you know what? If you want to make yourself, check out the nice little darts up here. So it fits really well. It's got a swing line for those of us who like a little. I really dislike when I sit in the car splitting my zippers. And I feel like that happens a lot. I mean, I can't tell you when we had our alteration tailoring business, how many people brought coats that split zippers. Well, this one has an A-line to it, so when you sit in the car and you're doing stuff, you're not going to be hampered by this coat trying to, like, you know, you can't get it unzipped enough, all those things. That's one of the reasons I really like this line. And I love the fact that the collar is just one piece. I didn't have to deal with a collar stand, and it's a really fun big collar that you can put up against your neck when it's cold. You can bring a nice scarf around there, so you're going to keep nice and warm. I'll tell you what, with it being 0 here today, I am definitely thinking that this is a good idea. So this is a nice one. The other one I wanted to show you is this beautiful to-patch or not-to-patch jacket. This one was made by our employee Alice. She is our embroidery expert. And now, you know, what isn't she good at?
Right?
Look at the binding, how perfect it is. Everything on this coat is perfect. So check out the way she finished it inside. Okay, you don't have to do it this perfect. Oh my God, it is so beautiful. She did such a gorgeous job. But if you want to do it that gorgeous, there are the instructions here in the to-patch, not to patch. But look at what else is here. If you don't like a swing coat, if you want a more straight line coat, here is the one for you. You can use one fabric. The thing I like about this pattern especially is you have got multiple different ways you can make it. You can do it out of fleece and have it unlined, so it's a lighter weight jacket. You can do it out of a wool, and you can have it for a winter weight. You can do this quilted version, again, more like a winter weight. And here's one done out of a batik. How cool is that? Very gorgeous. So there's a lot of different ways. They've got a hooded option, a stand-up collar option. It's raglan sleeves, so it's easy to fit. Super cute. Perfect time to think about making coats. Now, one of the things you're going to say to me, Margaret, aren't coats really hard? Actually, in a large way, in my way of thinking of things, they're not that hard.
Are they not?
No, the pieces are really big.
That's good.
Okay, fitting is not as big of an issue because you're putting it over clothes. You have like a lot of area to do, you know, different kinds of embellishments like you were talking about, but you can keep it really simple. You can put in side pockets. They're not hard to do. And you can put patch pockets, which are even simpler. And it's just it's more time consuming because they do have a number of pieces. Okay, so it's more. But no stand on the collars a lot of times. You can keep the cuffs really simple. I mean, they just got turned up and stitched down. It wasn't like a difficult thing on the gray jacket. On this one, it's got binding on it.
Like you always say, if you can make a quilt, you've definitely got the skills. It's just different.
It's just a little bit different, and most of the time what people generally need is just some guidance.
And encouragement.
And so what I would tell you is don't be afraid of something like a coat. Again, it's not super fitted, so you have a little bit of leeway there. As long as everything's long enough to start off with, you have the ability to make a few changes. Most of the time I see for smaller people like you and I, we're taking in the shoulders a little bit. We're going ahead and maybe we're shortening the sleeves, but I really don't have to change a lot of things in most coats. So,
and if you are still feeling a little bit intimidated by these coats, please remember that we offer classes.
Yes, we do.
To create this with Margaret, who has years and years of experience
and I love
doing
making
this.
coats. I love making coats. They're so interesting. They're so much more fun. The pieces are nice and big. Everything goes together really simply. Wool is a dream to work with. As long as you have a good steam iron, wool is absolutely amazing to work with. And we've got in the shop right now, I'm going to have Dave give you guys a picture of some of the existing patterns that we have, and so that you can go ahead and take a look at some of the patterns. Now, again, this one shows a very artsy looking version, but they do have this, that it is also can be done in solid pieces. Then, so this vogue pattern's very nice. Then you've got a very easy vogue pattern here. It's more like a wrap or a cape. Very simple piecing. The flat iron jacket by Sewing Workshop, another really easy pattern. No lining. You can make this up in, I swear to you, you can make this up in probably 2 days. Very simple. You've got right here the retro raglan jacket by Amy Brackman, and it is a very pretty jacket, perfect for those wonderful linens, canvases we've got. The patch to not patch jacket, we have one of the kits left. That's it. When this kit is gone, we're not going to have it anymore because those fabrics are all gone. So I just want you to see that we have a wide variety, some of them very simple, some of them more complex. If you are local, or maybe not even local, maybe you want to just come and take a class with me doing a jacket. We're here. You got to let me know. The last time we tried to do this, I had 2 people sign up. They did very beautiful jackets out of it, but the problem with it ended up being that there was only 2 of them. And we need to figure this out so we can get more people doing it. So let me know when you'd like to do it, when you'd be available. Maybe we can put something together with several of you. Or do you have some friends and you want to do a coat class? Let's figure that out, and I would be happy to do it. We brought out some of, now I'm just going to tell you, we have a lot more wool than this. But I brought out some of the new ones we just got in, and I brought out some of the ones that I thought were especially beautiful for the coat patterns I just showed you. So we're going to start off with this incredible crepe. This is a blue with a little bit of brown running through it. It's kind of heathered. It is perfect coat weight.
It's a little bit like a dark teal almost.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And
so fantastic.
Right. And it has this wonderful herringbone pattern on the right side of the fabric. Now, that doesn't mean you have to use the herringbone side. This is the kind of wool that is gorgeous on both sides of it. It is perfect for one of those coats that is not requiring you to line it. It's nice and soft. It's not going to be itchy. It's a very, very lovely piece. So but it's not super heavy either. So this is a great weight for a lot of different areas. So
I've got to point out, Rachel's got her own fan club now, so people saying hi to her.
Oh my goodness.
See, she doesn't know. I knew it. She's my mini me, you guys. She has so much energy. She's so much fun to have around. We're so lucky to have her. Okay.
Guys.
All
All verklempt now. Oh my God.
So look at this gorgeous brown with a kind of iridescent look to it. This has the most interesting pattern. This line kind of like cross here. It's got a twill in here. It is absolutely so beautiful. A little bit of brown blue in it. It's going to go with anybody who can wear warm colors. This is going to look amazing on you. It is so lovely. Again, it's about the same weight as that last one. It will make a lovely jacket, skirt, pair of pants, or you can make a coat out of it. Now, if you were going to do a coat, you've got to make a decision. You would either decide that this is going to be a very lightweight coat, or you're going to want to put a lining in it so that it has a little more oomph. But it is stunning. So we have that.
Just beautiful.
Okay, now this one is almost like a fleece. It is got some thickness. It's got a wonderful kind of fuzzy one side here. The other side is a little smoother, but this is your perfect jacket fabric that doesn't have to be lined. So it is really wonderful because what you can do is finish edges with the more fuzzy side. It's just honestly so warm and very nice. A beautiful blue gray. Super fabulous. I think that so many people can wear this color. Very, very lovely. So it is, again, it's a blue gray, not a green gray. So very nice one. Again, perfect for the coat. It is not lined.
Perfect for a coat, and also perfect for adding some embellishments to it.
There you go. It is.
Add some detail, fun buttons.
Embroidery.
Embroidery, yes.
Yes.
A great contrast on it.
Well, and the thing about this fabric that's going to be really neat is if you have some pieces left over after cutting out your coat, this would make a great scarf.
Oh, yeah.
You could make yes, it's fantastic. It would actually, I think you could actually do a sweater out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's plenty of options with this. So very lovely. Okay, maybe what you want is a nicer coat that you are going to be able to wear year-round. Well, not year-round. If it's warm in the summer, you're not going to wear this coat. But 3-season fabric, again, if it's lined properly, it'll go into the winter. And this has this wonderful shimmer to it. It has got a gorgeous white base to it. It is a fantastic color. Most people are going to be able to wear this. It is really quite nice. You can really dress this up, but you know what else would look really cute in? A bomber jacket.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a super cute bomber jacket. So if you're looking for something kind of fun, kind of just, really, make something kind of interesting, different, this could be that fabric. Again, it will work for skirts, pants, and a jacket, and you just depends on how much you're doing as far as lining and getting it.
Blazer on it.
Oh, blazer would be amazing.
Yeah.
So, very, very beautiful. All right. Another more coat weight fabric. This is really spectacular. It has kind of a camel hair feel to it. The actual right side is this lovely nappy fabric right here. The inside is this gorgeous herringbone. The herringbone shows up just a tiny bit with the right side, but the inside has this wonderful herringbone. I'm telling you, you could do so much with this. You could take your pocket bands and you could take and put this out on the right side. You could do your collar where this other side, the back side is visible. Then you have this gorgeous part on the, this is a really beautiful fabric. And it just really does make me think of camel hair. I used to look for beautiful camel hair jackets, and they were really hard to find. Well, here you've got this gorgeous fabric. It is Italian. It is really quite stunning, and I can't believe it's only $20 a yard, guys. This is an amazing piece of fabric. So maybe you want a vest. Maybe you would like a jacket out of it. There's a wide variety of lovely things you could do with that fabric. Okay, I have showed you guys this one before, but it's been a while, and I think you need to see it again.
So fuzzy.
Love this fabric. This is kind of an animal print. It's got a blue gray and a really super dark brown. The one side has a lovely nap to it. Guys, if nothing else, what a scarf.
Oh, right.
Wouldn't that make a gorgeous scarf? It is so beautiful. I think you need to make yourself a gorgeous coat out of this. It is amazing. It just, I'm not sure that photographs or videos really does it justice. It is one of the prettiest wools I've ever seen. And I'm not usually a fan of animal print kind of looks, but this one, it just looks like the most exotic piece of fabric. And again, very soft and gorgeous on the right side, but because the back side is so smooth and there's no like loose threads or anything like that, it is totally usable. You are going to be able to take and use it for pocket bands, or you could do it for a collar or something like that to have some interest. But this is a really stunning piece of fabric, and I think you need it in your closet.
If nothing else, because you said, like, yeah, that videos and photos don't do it justice. If nothing else, guys, I know so many people who won't buy or wear wool clothing because they always talk about the itchiness. You have to come and feel these fabrics.
If you're curious, if you want, it's
come in and touch it.
Well, I'd love to have you come in and touch it. But if maybe you live in Oregon or Washington, or you live over, in New York State, that might not be possible. So what happens then? We can send you a fabric sample. We're happy to do it. We're happy to do that. We're happy to send you a sample. You can see the colors. You can see the quality of it. It is very, very special.
So neat how the wrong side is the reverse color orientation, so you can just do interesting things with it.
And how much would you normally think something like this would cost, Rachel?
$40 a yard.
How about 30?
Oh my gosh.
It is only $30 a yard, guys. If you are thinking about a jacket for yourself, you want to make something, you don't need to line this. It is absolutely stunning. I would recommend this highly. There is a lot of things that you could do with this would just be fabulous. I think that this has the kind of weight about it that if you wanted to make one of those kind of cardigans out of it, I think you might be able to pull that off too.
Well, it was also just suggested that fabric might work making a vest like you're wearing out of it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think that would be really pretty.
And by the way, did you make that?
I did. I made this. Check out my cute little pocket I put on it. It opens from the side right here rather than the top because they always flare open and that's not such a good look. So that's what I did. We have the buttons here. By the way, on buttons, guys, I always have lots of buttons here, but it takes an enormous amount of time to put the buttons into the system. So if you have something in particular, you're looking for a button and you want to ask, just give us a quick email. We'll send you some pictures. So, okay, we just got some really beautiful Scottish wools in. These are amazing. Gorgeous. They are just truly, they are so beautiful. I want to show you this one. I actually like the wrong side better.
Yeah.
It's really gorgeous on the right side, but I really like the wrong side better. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. It looks like it's this gorgeous, it looks almost like those knits that have the ribbing.
Yes.
It's very stunning. This is a blue with a lot of green in it. It has just this, it's just the kind of thing you want to, I don't know. I see the wraparound skirt with my boots on, a vest out of it. How cool would that be? Or the most amazing jacket. So I think this would be fabulous in a jacket.
Beautiful.
It is really beautiful. But this side I love with this kind of cording going through it.
We just got these in. I actually haven't seen this yet. So I'm just looking at this now.
No, it's pretty beautiful.
There are so many.
Hey, Margaret, do you have the pattern of the vest you're wearing?
Oh.
I'm
going to ask.
I might have to copy the vest because I'm not sure where it's at. I copied a top that I had, a vest I had, and I made this. So I will look and see if I can find that. If I can, maybe we can do something about that. So we'll figure that out. So it's really, that's the other class I want to teach, guys. Would you like to know how to copy some special garment of yours?
Yes.
So
my favorite hoodie is falling apart, and I love it. It's got a big cowl neck. Well, it's not really a hoodie. It's got a big cowl neck. It's nice and long. I have a long waist. I need something, and it is absolutely threadbare. Margaret, teach me how to make a copy of my favorite sweater.
Okay. All right. We have another piece of wool, and this one is very deceptive. It looks like it should be fairly thin, but if you pick this mold up, this stuff has got some oomph to it. It has a gorgeous hand. It is stunning. This is so beautiful. It's brown with a lighter brown in it. The weave on it's just a plain weave. It's very lovely. Again, this gorgeous piece of wool would make such a sharp coat. Can you see the to patch or not to patch jacket with that stand-up collar made out of this?
I can see it.
I mean, it would just look so cool. Very, very elegant fabric. Very nice. You might say that you are not, that you're not sure if you want to go ahead and have something too fancy. But the lovely thing about this is, this makes me think of those wonderful Sherlock Holmes movies where they wore the nice big coat, and it was perfect to go out into out into the heather. They were going out into those moors, and it's just perfect.
And my mind went to like 1950s, like Alfred Hitchcock, with like the men all like in like their trench coats and like all dressed up and ready to climb up Mount Rushmore.
But then the women with the pretty skirts on in the 40s and 50s, like this could definitely do that. Where's that Threads magazine? What's that skirt? That's what this needs to be.
This is
This one's a lot more bumpy, but wouldn't this vintage skirt idea be perfect?
And remember, as long as I'm holding up this Threads magazine, you could be entered in a drawing to win this Threads magazine if you just hit share on our Facebook Live and then comment that you have shared it. You just have to say share, and then you could win this and be able to look at all the prettiness.
Okay.
Last one.
One more. And I don't know if we're going to get to these other ones yet. We might have to wait for those for next week. Okay, this is another Scottish wool. This one is in a gorgeous dark green that is just a very flattering color for a lot of people. This particular fabric is definitely, it almost feels like a sweater. It is super soft. It is the perfect fabric, again, vest, skirt, dress, but I can see it made out of one of these really kind of more casual looking jackets that don't need to be lined. This is stunning. It's super soft. Not a scratchy thing about this.
No.
It is lovely.
This would be great for that little short jacket with the stand-up collar in there. Which one is that?
This one.
This one.
Oh, there you go.
I can see that.
Yes, that could be really pretty. And actually maybe even a little more flattering than the linens, because these are so stiff. I can see this being a little more drapey, pretty. That is a lovely idea with that, Rachel.
I keep saying this with all of these, but I keep saying every single one I'm saying is my favorite, but this is like my favorite.
Wouldn't this jacket, the short version, it would be just like the coolest thing that you could just pull with you, it wrap up with on those cool mornings that you're not sure exactly what to put on.
Exactly.
This is really pretty.
And ladies and gentlemen, when you are looking to like dress up a look, nothing beats a nice little fitted jacket that you can put on. Like you can just wear a tank top underneath it and suddenly you look like you're ready to go out.
Very, very cute. Okay, so we have all of those, and it is now 10 o'clock. And if you just got a peek of some of the other fabrics over here, I promise you we will show them off. But for those of you who are familiar with the Moon Rabbit fabrics, they're back in stock. And we've also got some really cool fabrics from RJR that are for our book lovers.
Yes.
And
grab those down here. Oh,
The book lovers are going to just...
We had these in a canvas weight, and now we got them in a quilting weight cotton. It's all
your favorite
titles.
Old
it's
books.
All the spines of your favorite books. Look at this in the cream. Sorry, I'm whipping stuff away from you, Dave, because I'm trying to hurry. Look at this in the cream. It's all the spines of your favorite books. And
the Jungle Book, Gulliver's Travels, all those.
Treasure Island, Fairy Tales. These are, and the great thing is that there is just a hint, like just a few of them of embellishments done in metallic. So you get just that little
bit of printing done with that very beautiful.
Bit of sheen to it. It's gorgeous.
And the final group of fabrics we have over here, and you might want to go ahead and take a look through those, is our beautiful Riley Blake collection here. This is called the Old Garden. These are very, very lovely. We've got them in 3 different colorways. These are 1 yard bundles, guys, so they're actually really usable. So you've got blues and kind of this gorgeous caramel color. You've got whites, caramel, and a little bit of light blue. Oh my goodness, look how pretty that fabric is. It is very lovely. This is ready to go for your next quilting project. But we also have them in 1/4 yard and 1/2 yard pieces. So if as you are thinking about what your next quilting project is, that might be a really good idea.
Margaret, a quick question about the wools.
Yes.
As far as the care, cleaning, storage, any tips there?
Okay, so what I would really recommend, I have a house that no matter what we've done, we still have a problem with moths. So in the summertime, I put all of my wools in either plastic totes that completely close, or I put them in plastic dress bags and put them in a closet that is cedar lined. Then I bring them out in the fall, and I obviously don't leave them in plastic all the time, but when I'm getting ready to wear them, I bring them out. I take a good look over them and make sure that they're in good shape. But what I didn't say is that prior to me putting them in plastic totes or in these plastic garment bags or cloth garment bags, actually that's a better choice if you can get cloth garment bags. They're so much better than the plastic ones. So, but oftentimes, if you aren't willing to make them, they're kind of hard to come by. So cloth garment bags or plastic garment bags to have them sealed up. But before you put them in there, take them to the dry cleaners and clean them. Or if you're willing to do the work, you can wash wool. Now, I don't wash my coats. I take them to the dry cleaners. I'm sorry. I put too much time and energy into them. I want them to come out nice. And the dry cleaners usually does a good job. I would recommend doing some investigation and getting a good dry cleaner because some of them aren't. Unfortunately, and especially the world we live in today, it's sometimes more of a challenge. But go ahead, clean those wools before you put them away. That can mean for your sweaters, putting them in a bath and using something like a shampoo and very little agitation, not a lot of soap. They don't need a lot of soap. But then when you drain the bath water, or if you put them in a tote in your shower, drain the water out of it. Then use your handheld shower head and really rinse them. Then take towels and pat them as much dry as possible and put them out in, hopefully you have someplace outside you can access, and you can put them over a chair or you can put them out on a drying rack and let them dry. Once they're dry, then you can pack them up, put them away for the summertime. I do not dry clean or wash my sweaters except, I'm talking about wool, except when I actually truly spill something on them. Or they get just really, I clean them if I get a lot of body odor on them, of course. So those are the couple of things you really want to take and make sure that you aren't not paying attention to. Because if you get food on these and you don't realize it, what you're going to find is it's going to attract the moths, and they're going to destroy your clothes. And I can just, over the years, having done alterations and tailoring work for years and years, I couldn't believe how many times people would bring things in that weren't clean. And what I'm going to just tell you, please don't ever take something to an alteration place that isn't clean. And number two, if you don't have the time to do it, just take it to the dry cleaners. Nobody's going to judge you on this. I'm not a big fan of doing that because I just don't like the chemicals. But if you don't have the time and you don't want to spend the energy to take care of them precisely like what I'm explaining, just take them to the dry cleaners. They'll be fine. Just take it there. It'll get taken care of. And what I would also recommend that you want to do is if you are wearing a coat, a sweater, whatever it is that's got a lot of wool content in it, and you get body odor on it, what you might try for beginning is just putting it out like in your shower, not in the shower itself, but in the shower bathroom, and just let it get steamed and see if that takes care of it. Because it's surely a lot less trouble than going to the dry cleaners or taking care of it yourself. But if that doesn't take care of it, go ahead and get it cleaned or clean it yourself. So coats, anything with tailoring that you're spending a lot of time with, fusible interfacings, things like that, take it to the dry cleaners. But your sweaters or cardigan kind of jackets, I was talking about making something really simple, not lined, you could very easily soak it in a tub of water with a little bit of shampoo or very mild soap in it, not detergent, but mild soap. Rinse it out really well, pat everything dry, and then let it dry out. I think you'll be surprised that the thing that wool doesn't like is agitation.
Because that felts it.
It felts it, and heat. It doesn't like either of those a whole lot. So warm water to cool water, and just be careful to really rinse it out when you do that washing. So I hope that helps. If you have some other questions that we didn't answer for you today and you think of them after this, go ahead and email us at info@universityofsewing.com. We're always happy to help. If you're not sure how to take care of something, most of the time with my wools, I make sure that I haven't spilled anything on, make sure that they are in good shape. And I only do the cleaning for them maybe once or twice a season. So that's what I do. So try taking care of things.
That's good. We work too hard on things to not take care of them.
That's right.
Don't forget to hit that share button and to comment saying that you shared to be entered to win our wonderful giveaway today. And
we'll be here until 5
yes.
if you're wanting to come out and visit us.
We got the space heaters going. Good.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's not easy to keep
I'm gonna go sit in front of one right now.
All right. Everybody, try to keep warm. Have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll see you next Friday for Facebook Live.